welcome back, boys and girls. In the last video we were knocked through a hole that the bishop ripped in the pattern by a looked like a very hungry pterodactyl. Let's see if it's gone away and we can go back that way.
I think I'll stay out of there. That dragon looked rather hungry.
Dragon, pterodactyl. Not that much difference in the scheme of things. Well, since we're outside of the pattern and leaving this big tear here would be a bad thing, I think the best thing to do would be to actually close these holes. So let's do that first. If I can remember the closing draft backwards. Ooh, I remembered it. I'm so used to it doing forwards. I know it off by heart all the way through the game, and then I hit this part and my brain can't quite figure out the not doing it open. Okay, well, let's go through this hole and see what's on the other side. Well, we found out what happened to Rusty. Oh dear.
Rusty? Is that you? You don't look at all well.
I'm not well. Actually, I'm dead.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say a thing. What do I matter? I'm just another one of the dead.
Oh, Rusty, I feel terrible. I didn't know.
And that's not even the end of it. I go outside to wait for doomsday, like a good little ghost seed. But no sooner do I get settled again, but some stupid idiot shreds the universe apart and hauls us all back inside. There are a lot of very unhappy dead wandering around here, let me tell you.
I know. I was there when it happened.
I might have known this was all your fault.
No, it wasn't me. The bishop managed this one all on his own.
Yeah? Well, there's going to be hell to pay, literally. There's talk among the dead that they're going to take over the world, starting with the Forge. My home. Where we used to build strong things, good things.
Oh God. I don't think we can do anything about that, but maybe we can do something for Rusty, since it's our fault he's kind of dead and all. Now, we don't have a bring back from the dead, but we may be able to heal. If we heal his body, maybe his spirit will be able to go back to it. So let's give it a go.
You did it. You brought me back.
It is what you wanted, isn't it?
Believe me, being alive is a lot more fun than being dead. But how did you do it?
Well, healing your body was easy. You're alive because the pattern is torn and your soul was free to return to this side.
Well, I must go, Bobbin. I've got to know what happened to the rest of my guild.
And I must do the same. Good luck, Rusty. And be careful.
Good fortune to you too, my friend.
Looks like everything can be forgiven if you bring the guy you were the reason of his death back from the dead. Chirpy. Right, as you can see, this is actually the graveyard that we saw earlier. So, well, the other hole was in a graveyard, and this hole is in a graveyard. I wonder. Well, we don't want. I think everything we can do there has been done, so let's lock up this hole so that nothing can come wandering back in and cause more damage. great. I'm doing far better with working that out than I have in other playthroughs. So, wonder where this one leads. Ah.
You are too late, wizard. The dead have increased their numbers here. Those not dead are suffering, and my songs were again useless. All that's left for us is to put an end to their misery. Come, and extend your help, if you can.
Poor Fleece. She isn't very good at the whole healing thing. Let's see if we can do any better.
Fleece, what became of us? I was just walking among legions of dead.
You were saved by the mercy of yonder boy. We have not had the chance to thank you properly, wizard. But our memories are long, and we will not forget you soon. Hail and farewell. Come along now, before the dead ones return to the harvest.
Hail and farewell, Fleece. I hope now she can play dodge the undead a bit better than she did before. And though it's not shown in this one, yet again that opens up at the graveyard that you saw on the hill. This is starting to become a pattern.
It might help to point at something first.
Oh, I was just trying a random thought. I'll have to try it later. So, oh, that looks all green. I bet you can't guess where this is going. Yes, we're in the glassmakers. And again, this was the graveyard. So obviously all of these places where we visited that have graveyards in have massive holes in. Does that mean we're going back to Loom Island? Well, we shall see. Oh no. Master Goodmold. See if we can heal him.
Master Goodmold.
Ah, the Weaver boy. At least you've escaped the terror of the dead ones.
It appears the Crystal Guard has not been so fortunate. But I don't understand. Why did you not use the Great Scythe?
We never doubted the scythe could save us. No, never, no indeed. Even chaos must fall under its blade. But we could not do it. To unleash such merciless evil would show us to be no better than our enemies. The entire world would have feared us when it was done. And to have become so much like our enemy was unthinkable. Just unthinkable.
And so you didn't use it?
We knew the price. The best we could hope for was to defend it bravely. But we are not warriors.
You mean Chaos stole the scythe?
We did what we could, but it was not enough. Remember us, my young friend. Tell the word that we fought with courage and chose death with clarity. Above all else, clarity.
Right. You can't heal him at all. You might think, but we brought Rusty back from the dead. How can we not be able to heal him? I think it's because he chooses not to be healed. So, if he chooses, then there's not a lot you can do. They prefer to die with clarity than to live without it. Well, so Chaos has the Great Scythe. This is not a good thing. Okay, let's close up our last hole and try and, for what it's worth, save Crystal God any further pain from the undead. Yep, closing up all those holes is actually a good thing. We have our penultimate note, B. But I know what you're saying. We don't have any drafts that require that note as yet. Well, wait and see. Wait and see. Now, let's see what else is this way. Oh, okay. Hopefully, I'll be able to have enough time to squeeze this in before the time is out. Let's have a go.
Welcome, Bobbin. You have joined us here at last.
Where am I?
You are outside the pattern, the home of the dead, and of those transcended.
The shore of wonder?
Yes, Bobbin, the shore of wonder. And you are the first to behold it with mortal eyes.
Okay. Well, we have a swan talking to us. And there's lots of swans. This must be where the guild went. Ooh. Oh.
Your journey has been long, and you must have many questions.
You're the swan that appeared each year on my birthday, aren't you?
You saw me clearly then. I was never sure, but those visits meant so much. My only chance to watch you grow. You see, the elders forbade me to set foot on Loom Island just after you were born.
I thought you came to visit me, but I never quite believed it.
Call it a mother's curiosity. For indeed, Loom child, that is who I am.
My mother is a swan?
Indeed. In mortal life, however, I was Lady Signa Threadbare, banished by the elders 17 long years ago for drawing an unforeseen infant out of the loom. How I've longed to know you, and you to know me, my son.
Liar. That's just not true. My mother is buried in the weaver's graveyard.
Dear Hetchel, she and the elders put that stone there so you wouldn't ask too many questions. Hetchel vowed to protect you forever, Bobbin. She is my dearest friend, and she loves you very much. But I fear her love has driven her to recklessness.
What do you mean? Where is she?
She flew off to Loom Island to confront the dead ones.
The dead ones are after her?
It's not Hetchel they're after, my son. They want the loom itself. If chaos masters its secrets, the pattern will be hers to control. Hetchel plans to destroy the loom if chaos doesn't consume her first.
No, I've got to go back there, now!
You won't get far in that direction. The loom lies beyond the lake. No, you must try a more subtle strategy.
Oh. What do you propose?
The dead ones move between the holes your bishop friend rent in the pattern.
Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure that originally had more dialogue and didn't just cut off there. But them's the breaks.
Her eyes. They're just like mine.
For example, the original text actually told you where the entrance to the Loom graveyard was. Beyond the lake, which is here. But now they've decided to leave that critical piece of information out and just expect you to wander in that direction and hope you're going to get it. Oh, God. Well, there we go, boys and girls. For those of you who listen to the audio drama, the swan is Bobbin's mother. Big reveal, big reveal, big reveal. And it looks like she, even though she had been banished, she has been orchestrating this whole thing from day one. Shock. Maybe she knew something was going on. Maybe she could read the pattern and the destinies of the thread better than the elders. I don't know, but there you have it. Okay. So, I'm going to end the video there because the next bit there's a lot of talky, and I'm not sure if I'm going to fit it all in, so ta-ta for now. Have fun.